Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Watumishi podcast. And when we talk about Watumishi podcast, we talk about the home of inspirational conversations. I'm your host. You can call me Garvillo. Muziq is my name. We host these conversations, or our conversations are sponsored by Sauti Gang Studios located in Karen Village along Gong Road. So in case you have any nature of content that you wish to record, you just want a space where you can be able to handle your guests and maybe have a conversation, Sauti Gang Studios already got you. So you can be able to get in touch through our social handles, Sauti Gang, across all social media platforms. You'll be able to be directed on how you're able to get to it. And under the Watumishi podcast, also we want to inform you that we also do advertisements. And in case maybe you have an advertisement of any nature that you wish us to be able to project it on during our episodes or conversations, you can be able to get in touch with us through Watumishi podcast at gmail.com. We also have a social media presence where in our handles, that is the YouTube and the Instagram page, Watumishi podcast. So get there, you'll be able to see conversations, nuggets, everything, every bit of inspiration about the different personalities that we bring on board, basically. So today we are privileged and honored to have a man with so many titles. He's a bass guitarist, he's a composer, he's a music director, he's a music arranger, he's a songwriter, he's a musician, and he's a founder of Long Run. And I know you're wondering, who is this? This is none other than Moise Basinza. Moise, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, karibu sana. We are really humbled to have you on board. So we just want to get into it and just have a few conversations about how Moise came about in terms of birth, growth, until today, whom we know is a very phenomenal figure in terms of the music categorization. So maybe you can just tell us where you were born from, how you grew up, and then we'll be able to see how the different aspects of music that you have, how you can be able to go about them.
Where do I start?
You can just start from birth all the way. Yes.
Yeah. As I was introduced, my name is Moise Basinza. Yeah, and I was born in a place called Bukavu. Yeah, somewhere in a village, somewhere there. Yeah, so I was born there and I grew up there and attended school there and got into music. Was interested by music, by musicians to music. Yeah, they introduced me to music. My family introduced me to music. Not really. They were musicians. Yeah, I introduced myself into music.
Okay. Yeah. And having said that your family is made of musicians, I wish to know, both parents are musicians or one parent is a musician? Maybe what did they play?
Up to this time, they admire, they desire to be musicians, but they have never gotten there. Because when I was born, when I started knowing what is happening around, I discovered that my father was buying guitars every time. He buys a guitar, and then after some time, the guitar cracks or something. He used to hang it somewhere on top of something, something like this. How is it called? Yes, something. So he hangs it there, and then after, if someone is walking recklessly, they will pull it down and it's broken, and then he will buy another one. Sometimes I will find him outside playing like chords. Me, I don't know about chords. So what he was playing, I knew that's what guitar sounds like. But it was not sounding good. I'm not saying it was sounding bad, but it was not sounding good. So I never had an interest of learning. The same for my mother. And then my big brother picked from them. He started, and then he didn't go far with the music, but I found that it was something in the family. Me, I was playing football, and I was good at it. They are very good at it, but after seeing my brother trying to learn, and he was now becoming famous in our area. So my sisters as well, and then there is another sister who was singing. So I found that it was something in the family, but I still not got interest into the music. Me, I was a footballer and I loved it.
Are you still a footballer, or you've shifted careers now to music full time?
Yeah, music full time.
Okay. So at that point, when you got the interest, I maybe wish to know which instrument did you start with, or was it the bass, or maybe you had a glimpse of maybe keyboard or any other instrument that you were able to play?
I wish I had a guitar. I could show you, because the guitar is the instrument that was there. So I could see the guitar every day. So it was easier for me to pick up from the guitar and play. So there is someone who showed me 2 notes. He showed me that if you take your finger like this, you place it on the guitar, and then you press, and then you strum, and then you move again to the next fret. You strum. Those are chords. And I was like, wow, if these are chords, then it's easier. I can play.
Yeah.
And then I was walking with the guitar everywhere. I could walk with the guitar everywhere. If I move with my guitar. But later on, I found that it was not for me. So I started with the drums. How I picked up from the bass, it was mysterious. So I was going somewhere, and then there is this thing. I don't know if you do it in high school. When you finish Form 4, normally where I grew up, we organize like a Thanksgiving service. All the people who did the exams. Yeah, we organize like a Thanksgiving service because we are leaving now the school. Yeah, so we organize, this is the last time maybe we meet, something like that. So we used to play instruments. And then I found a place where they were doing that on my way to where I was going. And then I was like, music is just played and everything. And then I stood there, I started watching. All of a sudden, something was added to the music. I didn't know what it was, but someone told me it was the bass. So they had forgotten the bass amp, so they couldn't plug it direct because it was a big meeting. So they had to go for it, and then it arrived when I was there. And then I felt like this thing changes everything, but I don't know what it is. So a friend of mine called Christian Rush, because we were in the same school. So he was the one, we were in the same school, but he was a bit ahead of me. He was like in Form 4, me, I was in Form 3. Yeah, so he was playing that day. That's when I got the interest in the bass. But I was a drummer, a very fake drummer. Yeah, very fake drummer.
Initially, I thought you were saying I was a very good drummer.
That one, what I was good at, I will tell you, that was football.
Wow! So that's how you got into bass.
That's how I got into bass.
That was then in Congo, or in now Kenya.
It was in that city, Bukavu, in 2009.
Oh, okay.
That was in 2009.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So there has been, I believe, after that there has been a transition. Now is when maybe you decided. Maybe I wish to know what made you maybe decide, let me get to this country, Kenya, and also be able to navigate myself and be able to see how music comes. I believe there has to be a story on you changing from Bukavu all the way to here. Maybe we wish to understand. Yeah.
That story is a very long story. So I don't know if we have the time
We have the
for
time.
that story. But I normally narrate the stories at long run.
Okay.
Yeah. If someone attends a different long run, you'll find that I have a time, maybe 30 minutes, where I try and summarize everything and make it like brief, but I give the details of the story. Yeah. So I don't know what made me shift, but I always say that if God plans something for you, no matter what happens, it will get there. Because I don't know if I stayed where I was before I came to Nairobi, maybe you could have not known about me. Yeah. If God plans something, and there is a reason why we meet always. There is a reason why we met with Nandaa, who introduced me to this podcast. Yeah, there is a reason, and here we are, you see. So if I stayed there, we couldn't get here. So it's a very long story. And I'm not saying this to try and tell people that I'm the one who does best or something. No. I used to pray. There is a time I used to really pray. Like I will take 2 days, I fast, and I'm praying for my life, for so many things. Yeah. Yeah. And then there is a day I had like a dream. I was traveling, but I didn't see where I was going. And then the second time I had almost the same dream. Yeah. I found myself up in a place. I didn't know the place, but I found myself there. And then something like came into my mind, like Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, Kenya. So I didn't know where Nairobi is. I didn't know where Kenya is in the map. But there is a day I woke up and I went to my mom straight. I told her, I feel like I will go to Nairobi. And she was like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? And I was very serious. I was very passionate and dedicated to that. She couldn't believe that. It reached a point where she started taking me to prayers because she thought that I was bewitched or something came to me at night. So she used to take me to prayers. When she goes to her prayers, so she will go with me. But after a year of me disturbing her day and night, she now sat down with me and told me, tell me, what do you wish for your life and everything, and where is Nairobi? You are going to who? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know even where Nairobi is, but I'm feeling that I should go. Yeah. And things just happened. I happened to leave, and I was here. So many things happened even here, but I thank God. I'm not regretting to making that decision of leaving, which was not my decision, definitely, because I didn't know the place, but I felt it in me, and I believe that it was God's plan. Yeah.
I was privileged to attend Long Run 2, and I believe also I had the story of how you came about, and one of the names that came up or that comes up is Amani Bai. And I know there should be a very, very long story with Amani Bai in terms of how you came about. Maybe just in a nutshell, tukidogo tu. I believe he is one of the pointers to your entry. Maybe you can just share a bit about the entry point through him.
Yeah. To my entry in music, yes. Yeah, but not in the country. Yeah, in the country I came alone. I didn't know anyone. I just came. And it's a bold decision to just come in a foreign country and you don't know anyone. Yeah, so God just happened and things were aligned the way he planned. Yeah, so along the way, after 3 years here, I think that's the time I met Amani. And this story, I will always tell it. Yeah, I met Amani through a lady who was called Kalahi. And I tell this story because I feel like that lady was an element God used for me to be seen. in the music industry. Yeah, she's called Kalai. She's still there, but I don't know if she does music again. I talked to her some time back, but she's not into music. I think she has a family right now. Yeah, but that lady, I think that was her last concert. She called us. We had a team called the Eclectic Band. So the lady called us and she was like, me, I can't pay you guys. I don't have money to pay you guys, but I really need to do this performance. I was given time to present my songs, but I don't have a band and everything. I don't know if you guys can come through and make and help me out. So it was on a Sunday and it was at Memorial Park. I can't forget. I think that was in 2016, if I'm not wrong. 2015, 2016. So I left church and I went straight to Memorial Park in town. So we were playing her songs. And then I saw a money buyer. Me, I had his number. I'm not that person who will pick your number and then start disturbing you day and night. No. I will take your number and I might never even call you. Yeah, I have some numbers hapa zenye hata sijui mtu. Yani sijawahi mpigia, zingine hata I forgot. Yeah, so I had a money buyer's number, but I took it from Onesimus. He's a guitarist. Yeah. So Onesimus is the one who brought me to that band, Eclectic. Yeah, so I took his a money buyer's number from Onesimus. And one day I was going to church and I saw a call. Before that, that day when we were playing at Memorial Park, a money buyer came in front of me. We were playing a Seben song like that. So he came in front of me and he was like, "Hey man, you have blessed my day. I think I will have a good night today." I just knew that those are encouragement to musician, so that you feel at least encouraged. Yeah, so I took it positively, but I didn't take it with heaviness. Yeah. So one day I was going to church. It was a Friday. I was in a matatu going to church and I saw a call. It was a money buyer because I had the number, so I knew. Yeah, it was a money buyer. Hey, I was happy at the same time. I don't know the feelings. Yeah. Yeah. So he called me and he told me, there is this team that needs wanataka kupiga concert. Hakuniambia ati ni team ina grow or something, This team wanataka tu kupiga concert on 10th. Akanimentionia the date 10th, but sikumbuki the year. Nikasema wako na concert 10th, so they need to practice kiasi and then we execute. So na ningependa ni play nawe because nilibambika vile na play. Mimi sikuamini hiyo story. Kanipatia directions, gave me a number yenye ndapigia, and that number was McKinley. McKinley, McKinley who plays trumpet. McKinley Msembi, he plays in NHP. Yeah. So wakanipatia number, tukawasiliana. Mimi sikuwa najua McKinley from that time. Sikuwa namjua, but tukawasiliana, and guess what? Hiyo team yenye ilikuwa naenda kupiga rehearsal, it was Nairobi Horns project. Yeah, from there I met so many people. I met McKinley, Rabai, and all the guys who were Nairobi Horns. Yeah, hata Junior hapo. No, Junior was not there. I met a guy called Dennis Wright your time. And then I think akaanza career zake, vitu zake private, ndo Junior nikamjua. So from here Nairobi Horns, that was it. Mpaka leo. Yeah, that was it for me. Juu sasa Amani alikuwa anapiga pia ma live recording mingi. I think we just connected somehow. Almost all the live recordings zenye alikuwa naitwa, alikuwa ananipigia, twende tupige naye. Hivyo ndo nikajipata nimeapia in so many live recordings. Si ati nili hustle kufika hapo, but hizo 3 years zenye nilikuwa home, I was doing what I'm supposed to do.
You're putting
in the work. Yeah. So when the opportunity arrived,
you are ready for it.
I was almost ready. Yeah, because I was shaped na watu wenye nilimit. Yeah, you can't be ready. Kwa sababu ujue what is coming next. What is coming and what is expected by the people.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can't say at I'm ready. Yeah, unaweza fika hapo unajua mimi nilitiz major scale unapata kumbe huko wanapiganga blues. Yeah, so no, so you can't be ready. Yeah, so you are shaped by people vile unapata watu but at least inakupata somewhere. The opportunity has to find you somewhere. Yeah, so that's how nilimita Manibaya. Mpaka leo mimi I can tell you the truth is one of my favorite drummers. Kama hapatikani kwa long run date fulani afadhali nisongesha week after. Yeah, not because other people can't play, but nakwambia tu there is a connection that God alitupatia and ikatusaidia.
Shout out to Manibaya, very phenomenal drummer. Yeah, also maybe that has been the journey of also how you came about in terms of the industry and all that. So do you have one highlight that you always encounter or you always recap that maybe out of the many, of course you've told me you've indulged in many live recordings and all that, but do you have maybe one or two encounters that majorly now you saw like I've started moving to a different trajectory compared to where you were before? Yeah.
About that I can say like every opportunity for me it's a highlight. Yeah. For me every opportunity is a highlight always, kwa sababu hakuna kitu yenye nafanana ingine. No opportunity looks like exactly the other one. Yeah, true. Yeah, sometime unajipata kwa live recording and you feel like hey, leo nimechezea Eunice Njeri. Kidogo unasikia unajipata kwa recording ya Alice Kimanzi. Kidogo unajipata kwa recording ya Evelyn. You see, all those are highlights kwa sababu huyu ni msanii mimi natamaningi sana ku play naye. And then nasikizanga songs zake zinanibless, all of a sudden unajipata naye. So for me hizo zote ni highlights. Yeah, hata kumit Nairobi Horns was a highlights kwangu. Juu nilipata majamaa wako huko juu, sasa mimi nimeanza sasa. You see, so all those moments are highlights for me. That's how I take them. Yeah.
And it's indeed good because I believe it's your gift that has put you in all those spaces. Because I bet if you could not be good at what you do, then nobody could be there saying, "Hey, call for me, Moise." Why? Yeah. And maybe just to get to know who are the people or what kind of musicians who are the musicians you listen to in terms of how you've come about. Of course kuna wale wanasema these are the type of people nasikiza. Of course there might be too many because in playing I know we have different genres of music and you always have to play all of them, but maybe some of the musicians you listen to or some of the bassists or bands that kind of put you
first of all I will add to what you said. Yeah, being good doesn't give you necessarily the opportunity. I don't know if I will say necessarily or it's not a guarantee that you will get this one. Yeah, being good is good because that's what you are supposed to be. Like it's a must that you be good at what you are doing. Yeah, so I always say the grace selects you. Yeah, at your own time with an agenda of God set by God himself. Yeah, the grace selects you because I know people who are good. Yeah, if we can go to being good, I can tell you kuna mtu mwenye ako place yenye hata mimi mwenyewe najua siko hapo. Yeah, but unapata we are not doing the same works. Yeah, nafanya zake, nafanya zangu. Yeah, so it's grace inakuselecting for a specific thing, a specific season, and for so many things because a season should open another one. Yeah. Isaikuangi ati season ikikuja izime uwe pia upotee. No. Sasa hii focus yangu ni long run, lakini years back ilikuwa live recordings, gigs, you see. So inafaa kugrowisha. Yeah, so hiyo swali ilikuwa nini tena? The artists that I listen to. I listen to local musicians more than international. And this one I'm not saying because nataka ku please local musicians, no. Yeah, me I listen to local musicians more than international. Reason being, first of all, you have to support your own. Secondly, I believe even if you are in a ground of challenge, local ndo place ya kwanza. Yeah. Hawezi niambia ati umeenda international na ukakuwa something na hapa local you are nothing. Yeah, so mimi usikiza musicians, hata my bass player, hata drummers, mimi I'm always local. Internationally, I listen to a couple of musicians na bands. Nasikianga vitu mingi sana. Saa zingine utapata kwangu, mimi nakaa tu home. Hii siku nasikia tu yani nisikize Stranger Range, sijui ni ya nani. Unapata moja ikiisha, so unajua YouTube, moja ikiisha ingine najileta ingine, so najipata the whole day nimesikiza tu Stranger Range. So I don't have a specific group yenye mimi usikiza. Kuna hata music za place mimi nilizaliwa utoka na mtu nasikia mtu ana play na muuliza hiyo ni nani? Ananiambia si huyu ni mtu fulani na ni mtu mwenye najua ni famous, but hiyo song iko YouTube 2 years mimi sijui hata note moja hata intro. So it's not about sijui specific. Yeah, kuna two time hata kuna time ndakaa tu nasikia leo nasikiza slow music or worship songs. Sitaki kusikia arrangement yoyote. So but mimi napenda sana kusikiza local musicians. There is a bass player mwenye alini challenge sana. Alini challenge sana. Unakumbuka drum jam? Ulisikiza drum jam? So there is a day tulikuwa na play hapo drum jam na eclectic. And then there was this guy, yani alikuja na 5 strings. Mimi sasa hiyo time ndo nimeanza kulamu sasa play 5 strings because I used to play 4. Yeah, so jamaa kakam. Alikuwa anavaa kofia hivi. Sikumjua kabisa, sikumuona. And then the guy went on stage. The way he was playing, I was like, who is this? Who is this? Baadaye kidogo ndo nikajua it was Kitetu. You know Kitetu, the bassist. The guy was playing yani mpaka nashinda, what am I doing in this country? Yeah. And then kidogo napatana na jamaa anaitwa Gito, yeye pia anawekelea. Wow. Sasa nikasema kama local bado ni challenge kwangu, why do I run to international? Si nianze kwanza na hawa, at least ni get some things. Ndo nikifika huko at least I have something. Yeah, nda pick from hapa. No. So ikakuwa easy ya kwangu pia. Hata Nick pia nilimpata tu hivyo. Siku nyingine sijui nilimpata wapi, and I was like, hey, I think alituma video kwa group. After a very long time ndo nikawa alituma video kwa group, and I was like, hey, kwani amchoki? Amchoki. Mnapiga sana bana, shida ni nini?
Tulieni kidogo.
Hey, the guy was playing yani mpaka nikashindwa. Hapa time yenyewe unafikiria, that's why I told you missing na highlight. Time yenyewe unafikiria ngaindo highlight unapata a challenge inakuja bigger than hiyo. And you have to embrace it. Then unajipata hiyo ndio ilikuwa highlight because you tried to compete na hii challenge yenye ilikuwa na kupiga. Siko competition ambayo hiyo ya huyu jamaa anapiga bwana, si hata mimi nifikie kidogo nusu yake. Naona so vitu kaa hizo. Yeah.
Wow. Nikera pia nakutambua sana by the way.
Player mzuri sana.
He also ranks you so
much. At first end tulikuwa tunapiga naye long run, but I think he was busy. Sasa tukaanza kupiga na Mike Mnene.
Mike Mnene is also
one of my all-time favorite. One of my all-time favorite. I'm telling you the truth.
He has also been mentioned, I believe, by the previous guest, Mike Mnene. I guess we'll also find time and get hold of him.
You should. That guy pia kuna story mzuri. That's amefanya vitu mingi sana.
So I believe you've worked with musicians both in the country and out of the country, and maybe I believe so. Or you've played both internally and externally. Maybe externally, some of the opportunities that you got to indulge in that maybe people might just wish to know, because I'm certain you've played here in the country and also you've played out of the country, even though with musicians that might be from the country.
Yeah, I've played outside the country. I've played Joy of Jazz in South Africa, in Johannesburg. We were there with Nairobians project. Yeah, I've played recently, like last year, the whole of November I was in Sudan, but it was a crusade, which is playing still. Yeah, which is playing and playing in a good way actually, because me I'm a believer of Christ.
Yeah, true.
I can't hide it. At sasa juniko podcast I have to.
We need to be proud.
I'm a believer of Christ.
Yeah, true.
And whenever I'm a follower of Christ, whenever I find myself serving him, I feel like I'm at the right place. Yeah. So when I was called in Sudan for that crusade, I was like, why not? Hata mngeniambia hiyo 2 years ago, tungekuwa tumefika mbali. Yeah, so I was there, and in some other places, zingine hata sikumbuki. Yeah, but nimepiga raundi kidogo. Yeah.
Passport imejaa.
Si sana. Unaona hiyo ya kuja unaenda Uganda wanakustampia kwa boda, unarudi tena. Inaweza jana hiyo pia, si ndio?
Lakini ukisema imejaa, haijalishi.
Unaenda Arusha, hata si Arusha, ukicross tu boda wanastamp alafu
unarudi tena.
Tena kesho unaenda unarudi.
Wow. And having also indulged in some of your works, I believe you directed some of the few music that you've been able to do as a music director. So mimi nataka kujua, what do you look into in creating a team? For example, leo amesema Moise, I have this, nafikiria niko na hii project na nataka wende ukue tech lead wa hii project. In short, you are the director. So what are the qualities unaangalianga ya msemo unataka join hii band? Because najua uko na catalog ya watu wengi wenye umecheza nao over time, but sasa unasema for this specific project these are the core attributes naangalia ndio tucheze na wewe, maybe these are the few things I look into.
Mimi God amenipatia grace sana. Grace ya I don't struggle looking for musicians. Okay. Yeah, I find a crew ready for that work. Yeah, most of the time napata I've worked with Joe as the main MD mara mingi sana. Yeah. And then there is one project yenye mimi nilikuwa na MD and he was the first keys. But mimi kama MD sasa naangalianga, hata nikiangalia wase wenye na work nao, how do they help me? Kwa sababu it's a lie kama watakwambia MD ndo kamna kila kitu anaiweka hivi. It's a lie. Yeah. Lakini MD will contribute too much in the project. Lakini your surrounding ina contribute kwa wewe ku contribute too much. Yeah, so unaangalianga kwanza hiyo. How watu wanakusaidiaje ku achieve goal yako. Juu wewe before hata uanze rehearsal utakuwa umesikiza msanii ni nini anataka. Kuna msanii anakuambianga mpaka anakusikizisha songs fulani, anakuambia nataka muziki yangu iende hii direction. Wewe sasa kama MD, so unaangalia ni nani mwenye anakusaidia kuachieve hiyo, because you might have ideas but you need someone to push them sasa execute. Yeah, you need someone to contribute and does it sound the same pia nini. Yeah, so you need that people. First of all, you need to know who can help you achieve the project. Alafu ya pili, kuna watu umeka kazi yako rahisi. Yeah. Kuna mtu unaweza patia line mshinde hapa mpaka kesho. Rehearsal iishe hata ishika. I was like that nikijoin NHP. Ningepewa line siwezi ishika hapo. Lazima niende nipitie home peke yangu and I take a lot of time. But God anasaidia, the more you grow you start making it easy, pole. Yeah, inakuwa rahisi. Yeah, so you look at the people who can help you, then you look at the crew that can execute. Yeah, I think, yeah, as much as unaweza taka kuelevate watu, but it doesn't have to be kwa project ya mtu. Unaweza elevate mtu kwa nyumba yako. Ama in your private lessons or sharing the videos, unaweza saidia mtu grow hivyo. Haifai kukua exactly in someone's project. Yeah, juu unaweza choma hiyo project pia ikuwe sasa mnachoma wote, hata yeye hata wewe unachoma. So you have to look to juu shasikia projects, you have to look for people who can execute. Yeah, kuna intro fulani yenye msanii anataka ianze na unajua vizuri Moise hawezi piga hiki kitu, mbona umuite? Juu ni rafiki yako. Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's amazing. So ukikuwa kwa hiyo but tukikuwa bado kwa under music directing, in some of the things nimepitia on your online profile, there is one keyword you really insist, and that is discipline. discipline is one of the key qualities nimekusikia in some of the, as I was just viewing some of the conversations you've ever spoken about, and maybe I guess these are one of the attributes also for those people who work with you. I believe discipline and maybe other attributes like time management, are they factors? Because unaweza kuwa msee ni mfiti, but if he's not working in some specific, if he does not have the specific, he or she does not have the specific qualities, manage time poor, work according to what you are prescribing for the execution of project. Maybe kuna additional qualities zenye unaona zenye zinahitajika mtu akwe nayo. Discipline I know is one of them. Discipline cuts across time, how you are supposed to execute work, timelines, practices and all that.
Actually umezisema zote. Umezisema zote, but sasa umezisema in details. But it has to be discipline and character. Yeah. Because discipline inakusaidia wewe binafsi na inasaidia watu around wewe. Character haikusaidii much sana. Inakusaidia yes, lakini ni kitu yenye watu wanaona sasa. Discipline ni yako, character ni ya watu. Yeah. So sasa ndio hiyo character huwezi kuwa hapa msanii anakuambia fanya hii kitu, wewe unamjibu vile unataka, unachelewa, you are not feeling guilty about it, uko tu sawa, you see. Nimeiona mara mingi kwa projects, hata mimi mwenyewe nimewahi chelewa, and then but baadaye mimi ujitamkutana na jiuliza, was it supposed to be this way? And then you see, so it's this discipline and character. Kwa sababu unaweza kuwa umefunga yako yote, but kuna msee anajua, alisha introduce jina yako kama huyu, kabla hii project iishe atakutukana at least mara moja, you know. And then so you can't count on that person. Now ujui hiyo kitu nye ameisema to how many people.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, haujui ameispread aje hiyo kitu. So unaweza jipata imeenda sana to a point yenye you can't even work with anyone. Kwa sababu kila mtu anajua huyu atanipiga ama atanitukana. So kwa nini nipigwe kama naweza muavoid? Yeah, so unapata vitu mingi, so it's that discipline
and character. So our viewers wamesikia discipline and character very key.
Very
across all that you need to do, discipline
very
and character
key.
matters.
It's not just in music, yes. Even at work.
Yeah, even at work,
even in church.
Yes,
it applies everywhere.
Yeah. So that's it, discipline and character. So that's a point. It's a very great point to handle to the viewers also. And maybe as we also continue, we wish to know, I'm also aware you are a musician and you write your own music. And maybe now I want to get into your musical bit. How do you, what are the spaces or the environments that you write your music under? Do you maybe segregate yourself? And maybe how do you come up with the music that you write?
I write music under inspiration. I can say that for sure. I write music under inspiration, being it from God. First of all, mimi najuanga ni from God, but kuna watu wengine wenye God aisha inspire, so they can inspire you as well. Yeah, kuna hiyo yenye unapata straight from God. Like I have a song, it's not my song, I don't call it my song. Kuna song iko YouTube on my channel inaitwa Hymn of Thanksgiving. That song, there is no day, na naisema there is no day mimi nilikaa chini ati nacheza melody na nini. Nakumbuka nikiwa naishi Dono, nilikuwa nasafisha vyombo, and then that melody came in my head like straight hivi. Yeah, nikajua hii nikiacha itaenda. Nikachukua simu yangu nikairekodi na mdomo. Nikajua nikimaliza kuclean I will come and now the same day I was cleaning bado jumi siku na cleaning kabisa. Yeah, so I can take a whole day. The same day I got a bridge. Hivyo tu yenye nikiclean na come na record. The same day I got the second part, song ikaja. How do you call that your song? How do you call that your song? Hata kama wewe mwenyewe unataka kujiringa, how do you call that your song? That's one. Kama kuna watu wamewatch hiyo song kwa YouTube, mimi naweza kuwa nimewatch zaidi ya kila mtu kwa hiyo song, because I feel like that song it's a message to myself, to me pia. Hata kama God used me to play it na kuileta nje, mi sisemangi ati it was my song, I composed, I worked hard. No. He wanted it to be out, but he had to use someone. And I got the privilege to be used to put it outside. So you write your song from inspiration. Kuna mwingine mwenye ana writing from knowledge. Yeah, hata mimi sometimes I write songs from knowledge. Songs zangu zote za long run one, most of them I was inspired. I can tell you for sure I was inspired. Za long run two, kuna zile zenye nilikuwa nimepata inspiration, but it's not complete. So I have to sit down with my guitar. Vile na play hiyo yenye mimi napata vitu zingine sasa they are coming. Alama unacheza kitu, unacheza vitu mingi, then unasikiza recording. Juu mimi nikipractice hata home mimi nakonga nimeweka record on. Yeah, and then ukianza kusikiza unasikia kuna line hapa ina sound vizuri. Then you start working on it according to what you know now musically. Yeah, so unapata hiyo knowledge pia ina contribute kwa writing. But mostly kama unataka songs zako zikwe songs ina make sense, they have to come from a place. A place. I don't know where is your place. Mwenye ananisikia, but it has to come from somewhere. Yeah. Mimi zangu zitoka kwa Mungu. Yeah, make sure pia zako zinatoka kwa Mungu because that's the place.
Yeah. Hapo ndio gala iko.
Hata niki name song Home is my better place. I was not mentioning home kwetu. Home kwetu as believers is heaven.
Yeah, true.
And heaven is our better place.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know what is yours, but yeah, so I write music from a place, you know. Yeah, from a place. Saa zingine uta pray and then you feel something coming in you. Saa zingine hata natembea like a song, kuna song, mbona nasahau majina? Heaven's Drop. Hiyo nikiita Heaven's Drop, ziite Heaven's Drop because it's a jina. Na hata jina yenyewe sijui ilitoka wapi, but I felt like the song was just coming from somewhere and it was put in me to execute. Yeah.
Indeed amazing to just know how all this comes about. As a bassist, I believe you've played for quite a while now, I guess. So because if we count those years, 22, Nikita, 22, so many years. Yeah. So many years. And maybe I wish to know maybe how much time you take on a daily. On a daily to just practice. Yeah.
I used to take time when I was when I had time. I used to take time. Na sisemi atika nimekuwa busy to a point hizi that unajipatanga saa zingine mko na rehearsal from Monday to Sunday. Hii msiweke kwa podcast. Hii leo nilikuwa so napata but jana nimekuwa gig and then some vitu zika happen. I was getting home at 1 a.m. Nafaa kurauka tena nikwe church 8. Si alafu church inaisha rehearsal. So najipata where do you practice? Pengine hizo rehearsal sasa you make them you practice.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So you have to but I still get some time home. Siwezi kuambia ati 2 hours 3 hours haina definite. Anytime I'm home.
Some space.
Jo unaweza fika home na uko na time lakini una feel you are not
like not in the place.
In the place of doing even the rehearsal. Sasa ndakaa tu hapo. Saa zingine mimi nakaa tu, hakuna kitu nafanya. Nakaa tu. Hata si watch TV ama nini, nakaa tu. So I feel like it cools me down. Na saa zingine nafika home napata nimechoka lakini leo niko na kabidisi nipitie hata. Then hiyo yenye ulikuwa nafikiria ni 10 minutes unajipata inaenda 2 hours 3 hours. Yeah, na si atu unakimbizana na nini, you are just practicing different things. Saa zingine hata you are playing your own songs. Ama song ya mtu tu unaiweka YouTube and then you are playing along. Si atu una record. You are just being blessed by what they did. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That the next question I was bringing was about creative block. Kuna zile points yenye where as a creative ama as a bassist. What zile points tu zenye huyu Kongo? As in literally that time you feel like things are just not clicking. Things are just not working as you know, hiki tu nilicheza jana ilikuwa leo kwa nini hiki tu ina sound weird. And maybe what do you do in those times? Do you chill and give yourself time off ama unafanya nini?
No, if it requires that you play it immediately, please do. Yeah. Juu utafika rehearsal hapa. Kuna rehearsal zenye tunaingianga mpaka unasema si rehearsal tuishe. Na hiyo time hakuna mahali unaenda, but you are feeling too siku siishe tu. But you can't uweze onyesha hiyo kitu kwa sura that umeboeka ama rehearsal I add up, because situation yako shouldn't affect people around you. Shouldn't affect people around you ati waone sura yako sasa inakunjama and then everyone is like msee ako sawa ama nini na nini. So nafanya kila mtu anaanza kuwa concerned about what was supposed to be yours. So make sure when you are in front of people you show work, you show the face of work. Kama ni kazi ulikujia, show the face of work. Kama ni service ulikujia, show the face of service. Kuna hizo siku ziko sana. But ikikupata kwa kazi, piga kazi. Mimi sijui ndakwambia aje, but just piga kazi. Piga hiyo job. Otherwise utachoma, then kesho utalia. So just do the work. But kuna hiyo period sasa kufikia yenye inaenda beyond a day. Kuna hiyo period yenye inaenda beyond a day. It's not just a day ati unaamka and then you are feeling it. Unaanza kuifeel mpaka wiki inaisha, mpaka a month inaisha, and then you are not practicing. I got an advice from Victor Uten, and he said, at that time, take a break. It's not a scene in music. Ukifeel hivyo unaanza kuwa overwhelmed na vitu, take a break. Don't give yourself a definite time about the break. Just take a break. Ukitake enough break, because the instrument is in you now, itaanza kuambia rudi hapa. And then you'll find that it is even better.
Wow, indeed amazing. So now I want to engage in this tuite huyo mtoto wako anaitwa long run. And I just maybe want to know, how did long run come about? How did you visualize ilikujaje your long run, so that you said I want to, and it's a very unique kind of setting. Rarely do you see a musician just brings you together to just listen. Even at the time you are just listening, you are not speaking, you are not singing, just listening to what the content that he is producing. For me, I got it's a very unique space. I believe not so sijaona watu wengi wakifanya watu wengine wakifanya such type of a concert, which is indeed a unique feature in the industry, even in the ministry aspect. So how did long run come about?
Long run is the thing of God. It's a thing that God created. Mimi hiyo long run nikikwambia nilifikirianga before hata I was like a professional musician, a full time musician. It was in my mind. Na sijui ilitoka wapi, because sikuwa nimeona concert ya aina kama hiyo. It just came in me and I was like, why can't I find myself in a place where I'm doing my own concert? But sasa siwezi imba. Juu concert zenye nimeona ni za kuimba. Mimi siwezi imba. Siwezi wadanganya ati ndaimba. So how do I come up with a concert? No. So hiyo ndio ilikuwa shida. Hata nikitamani kitu inaanza wapi. Until one day nikaangukia video ya Mutethia nilimjua akiplay ya Joyous, and then later on he came and he did his own concert. He was singing, yes, lakini that gave me the picture of what exactly was in my mind. And I was like, kumbe it's possible. Hapo ndo sasa bidii kakuja, yani na hiyo time ikachemka inside of me. Hiyo design yenye wezi ignore your time, yani imewaka kabisa ndani yangu. And I was like, this is the moment. Then nikaanza kuiweka pamoja pole pole, look for people, kuambia this is what I have, how do you help me? Commit hata kina Amani, kila mtu individually nikamexplainia. They were like, it's not bad. Sidhani kama walikuwa wamewahi fanya kitu kama hiyo before, that they were just concerned. And people put in work, yani design kajo nyoro, like he was committed to it. Wakaileta, and it happened. Then kaona ya kwanza imeisha, and then we planned for the second one. Ya pili kapita, and we are planning for the third one.
Nilikuwa ya pili nilikuwa hapo. It was such it was an awesome time. Sijui for viewers wanakaa nyumbani sijui wanataka nini. Long run 3 ukikosa wewe you should not miss long run 3. And maybe I believe kuna lessons zenye umelearn in terms of kufanya hiyo long run. Na maybe kuna a viewer maybe pia anafikiria kuhold such a maybe akona vision or akona burden ya kuhold such a concert. What are the key points unaweza mwambia in terms of you, how you've learned? Because I believe it's a lot of things on one table to pull. Wajua watu wanaona hapo kwa stage, but before the stage there are so many things that happen behind the scenes before they get to wanalipa ticket, wanakuja wanapigwa tag, wanaingia. What are some of the vitu za unaweza ambia mtu anataka kuorganize such a thing or any, because I believe it's a concert, so what are those aspects or tips that you're able to tell them to be able to work on when they're envisioning on such?
The first thing and the biggest thing is go for it. Yeah. That's what I can tell in short. Go for it. Yeah. Wake up and get the courage to go for it. Hiyo tu ndo solution ya kuget to there. Kwa sababu unaweza kuwa na hiyo vision and you have the means, haujui vile ya kuiput together. We enda na hivyo vile unafikiria, songa nayo. Then the reception of watu wanasikia ndo watakuambia what to improve. Yeah, but I can tell people it's not an easy task. Mwenye anataka kuorganize kitu kama hiyo and then they need assistance. I'm here, not assistance in money, assistance in ideas. Yeah. So I'm here, but kama ningekuwa na hiyo resources, why not? Yeah, but if you need assistance, I'm here. I'm always open. Mimi nawekanga hadi namba yangu ya simu. Hakuna mtu nimewahi nyima namba yangu ya simu. Yeah, nawekanga hadi kwa YouTube so you can find it there. Call me, tutaongea, because siwezi kuambia ati ni hivi na hivi na hivi na hivi. I'm still also learning. Saa zingine napigianga Makinle namwambia niko na issue nataka kudiscuss na wewe. Na niambia nipate Geko ama nipate place fulani. Tunapatana hapo na Makinle, ananichanua 1 2 3. Ya so siwezi sema ati
you have it all figured out.
Yeah.
Nice. So long run 2 tumeingoja. Tulikuwa concert lakini watu tunaingoja.
Long run 2
is it coming?
Nataka kujibu hii swali sasa because nimeulizwa hii swali hata leo kuna mtu ameniuliza chat. So what I'm thinking, kujeni kwanza long run 3. Kujeni kwanza long run 3. Hii tu niachieni. Kwa nini tusifanye album mbili zitoke zote pamoja? We can make them all come out together. So kujeni long run 3. Kujeni long run 3. We are fixing some issues hapa na pale, but we will make sure that you have the music out. Yeah, you have the music out. But in the meantime, sitakwambia ati zinatoka lini, but wewe kuja kwanza long run 3. Hiyo yenyewe unaona enda nayo kwanza hivyo. Hii nyingine yenye hujui
kama experience pole. So when are you projecting it to be long run 3 ama bado just set the specific dates?
I'm thinking the second week of August. Yeah, I was thinking the first week of August, but nikaambiwa hiyo time watu wengi wanakonga shule. And I'm not saying this juu nataka watu wengi wakuje kwa gig, no. Hii vision ni for the young people. Yeah, ni for the young people. Na mimi nakonga na feel hiyo kitu inside of me. It's for the young people. So if they don't attend, yes, na appreciate wenye wata attend, but na feel like wenye hii stuff wana miss out something. Yeah, it's for the young people. Our mastude wenye wako shule, wale ndo na target wakuje, they learn. Saa vile umeniuliza mwenye anataka kuorganize, even by attending you learn few things. Yeah, wewe ni mwanamuziki but uko shule ungetaka kuattend, like long run 2 wengi sana waliambia like we wanted to attend but ilikuwa exam, sijui ilikuwa nini. So I felt like kuna watu wenye tunanyima opportunity na it's for them, for the youth, for the young people. Juu hawa ndo wenye wako na hizi ideas, hawa ndo wako na hizi visions, hawa ndo wako na vitu kwa kichwa, hawa wanataka ifanyike hivi. So wewe ukianza kuona watu wanaifanya, it motivates you. Mimi yangu was from Beka. Hakuniambia vile ndafanya, but I saw it. Hata mimi niliona YouTube where you have the opportunity to see it live. Mimi niliona YouTube and I was like, it's possible. This is the setup. Ni hivi tu. But it was in me. Na nilikuwa nimeandika hadi chini. Hadi plan it was kwa paper. Execution haikukuwa. Until I found that guy. So pia unaweza find long run and you execute. Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's indeed an amazing concert to attend to. And basically I can say it's indeed amazing because there is always variant of music instruments. Just as ile tumezoea, you get there, you see trumpets, you see saxophones, you see what. So it basically, it encompasses every musician in general. So Bonona, there is very diverse type of also music that is done. And also on the concert, I remember we had merchandise. Do the merchandise still, are they still up and running? The merchandise, someone wants to get the t-shirt, the what?
Yeah, they are still there.
They're still there.
They're still there. So I say I give them per order. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There is no need to stock things. Yeah, but I have a stock. If you order and you give us your specifications, kuna mtu anataka ikuwe na logo, but on the other side ikuwe na guitar. Okay. Yeah, so siwezi tengeneza tu niweke hapo. So you have to tell me niko na za logo, but you have to tell me mimi nataka iongezwe kitu fulani or something, then we rebrand for you or we do. Hata kuna mwenye anataka ikuwe na jina yake. Kuna mtu alinunuanga t-shirt alafu akaniambia nimwandike nyuma jina yake. We had to do that because hiyo ndo kazi yetu. Yeah, so the merchandise are there. Tajana nilikuwa nimepost. Jana nilikuwa nimepost. They are still there. Yeah, you call me.
You can be able to do that. So yeah, so our viewers, in case you want any merchandise, you can be able to get to the social media links, which I believe will be attached below. You can be able to get in touch and get the different social media and get the different merchandise that you've ordered for. So another question I was to ask, currently do you offer lessons for bassists, or currently you're up and running on the different projects that you have?
It became a bit difficult to handle the lessons individually with each individual. So it became a bit difficult. So siku hizi nafanyanga na record kitu home na post YouTube so that everyone can access there. Yeah, unless sasa mtu akona swali, they reach out to me so I can explain pengine in details. Yeah, lakini ilikuwa ngumu sana juu ya time. Napata tunapanga tutaonana Sunday and then something comes up ama najipata ni double book na sikujua and then inakuwa nimemesi umse. So nikaona sitaki kuchoma hivyo sana, acha niambie tu wase let's stick kwa YouTube saa hizi kwanza and then we will know what to do baadaye.
Okay. Yeah. Currently there is also another new baby that you brought about. It's called 7 Sessions. There's a song called Marurume. Wakikuyu msinimalize. Marurume. Yeah. Such an amazing work I've seen. The visuals are also epic. Takuongelesha nyuma ya tent. Unipigia kamera mbili hivi. Yeah. That's an amazing session I've seen. And then it's just a unique thing, you know. It's because tumezoea Sebenized other versions, but getting to this Sebenized type of music, the Kikuyu version, it's quite interesting and quite good. What took you about to decide nikina Bire, or what took you to Bire and kina Mugo in that aspect? Because
sorry.
Okay, because I believe musicians uko nao ni wengi sana. What took you to them?
Yeah, first of all, they understand the language. They understand the language. That's me mwenyewe hata sijui ni nini naongelewa hapo ndani. They understand the language. Secondly, they deliver. Yeah. Mimi najua Bire can always deliver. Unaweza muamsha saa hizi na umwambie tusonge because nilijua Bire kitambo sana Kajiado tukiwa na Pitson. That's when I met him. Kitambo kabisa. Yeah. Anajua language na nilisikia execute. So something In 2013 I told the guy, nilikuwa nakaa naye kwa nyumba, nikamwambia unaona hii song Marurumi, nilipatanga hiyo time actually, nilisikizanga kwa radio, then nikitafuta download every morning, I could listen to that song. Sijui ni nini, but I just love the song. Nikamwambia jamaa fulani, unajua siku moja ndafanya hii ngoma 7. Akacheka, the guys in US sikuwa aliona hakuamini that I stick to the idea mpaka leo. So this year I want to do 13 of them. 13 session of Kikuyu 7.
Wow.
Yeah, and then from there God will direct what to do next. Yeah, so I want to do 13 sessions. Hii wiki yenye tunaenda kuanza, I will record another one. Ishaisha tushapiga rehearsals. Inabaki ku record too. So I'll do 13 of them before the year ends. Yeah, and it's something just in me, I don't know why. That it's just something in me. So tukumbushane hadi tumetokelezea. Yeah.
So let's watch out as you've had 13 more to come. So one thing I need you as the viewers to do, go on your YouTube, search for Moise Basinza, subscribe so that you are able to get the content. And maybe I just want you to share your social media handles so that everyone can be able to know how to get in touch in the different platforms, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah.
I use YouTube mostly. YouTube is like the main channel because all the full videos I post them there so that everyone can access. Sio kila mtu ako TikTok, but kila mtu anaweza access YouTube. Yeah. TikTok lazima uko na page, you see all those things. Yeah. So I use YouTube mainly as Moise Basinza. Hiyo Moise inakonge nachanganya watu. M-O-I-S-E.
M-O-I-S-E.
Sio Moise na Z. Wengine waliandika vile wanataka. M-O-I-S-E. Yeah. Moise. It's Moses but in French. Yeah, Moise Basinza ni vile nimeisema.
Okay.
Yeah. The same name I use it on all
across
my
all your
platforms.
We shall be able to attach
jina ya stage ati usanii. TikTok naandikwa it is sijui nani. Moise Basinza is my name everywhere.
Okay. So I believe that's indeed amazing. So get to search on his handles. You're able to see the work and the input he has indeed. Na utamwona kwa very many different songs. So he has indeed done quite a lot in terms of getting the ministry and industry. And maybe even as we close out, I just want to get your mind on what is that one or two or three or four or five or 10 or a million points that you want to get to a creative who is out there starting, or maybe he's at an intermediate stage where he's already mastered the skill. What are those nuggets that you can give to that person who is out there as per your growth? Because I believe in the growth you've seen too much that maybe you can tell them this should be some of the things that you should consider while putting yourself out there.
First of all, be consistent in what you are doing. Yeah, small or big, be consistent. Yeah, be creative in it. Mtu asikudanganya ati ideas come from human beings. They come from God. Have your time with God. I don't know how you have your time with God. Maybe prayer, maybe meditation, maybe reading, maybe you just have a time with God. Yeah, you will have inspiration from there. Yeah, ndo napata vitu hazifanani. Yeah, vitu hazifanani. Mimi nilikuwa na long run. It's enough. Ni focus kwa long run na ikuange long run. Why the Kikuyu 7? Where did the idea come from? Why the other thing in itakuja kesho? You see? So they keep you have to keep things coming na zisikam the same way. Binadamu uchoka haraka sana. So be consistent in what you are doing and do it na excellence. Yeah, tuliongelea discipline hapa. Make sure it's key in your things. Tuliongelea character. Make sure it's key. One of the characters zenye zimechomea watu wengi, unapata msea kuna kila kitu but akipita karibu na unashinda mbona umsee kwani haugangi asubuhi, you see? Na nimesikia, si chomea mtu but nimesikia watu wakiteta about that. Nasikia mtu anatoka rehearsal anasema simuongeleshangi huyu mwenzani wafanye hivyo, you see? Unaona hizo vitu si fiti. So make sure you are clean. Vitu kidogo kidogo hivi zinaweza kuharibia siku, zinaweza kuharibia hata career. Wajuange tu akifika hapa mambo inaharibika. Yeah, so si fiti. So tu vitu kidogo kidogo hivyo. Practice your instrument. A musician said, a great musician said, if you spend time with your instrument, it start talking to you, and it's true. Yeah. Kuna mahali penye hii instrument inakuanga kama language, mnaanza kuongea nayo, you the person. Yeah. Most importantly, kwa sababu watu fikiria practicing the instrument makes you good. But what is more than an instrument yenye una play, it's you the person as an instrument. You are an instrument, you the person. Moise Basinza is not a bass player. He's an instrument kwanza. Practice you as an instrument, which is key. Make sure you are sober. Make sure you are calm. Ndo hizi vitu zingine zote hata ukitaka kupractice, they can enter. Imagine unalewa. Imagine umetoka gig umelewa, alafu unakuja na mentality ya discipline, I have to practice. You will not practice, my friend. You will not practice. So be sober. But if you practice yourself as an instrument, then you tell yourself that I can't reach this level of doing vitu zenye zi add value kwa life yangu. Hiyo ndio inakufungulia hata vitu za kufanya, because you practice when you are alert, when you are calm. Huwezi practice na stress. Make sure whenever there is an issue, handle it, because issues zitakuwa tu. You are not a very extraordinary person. As long as you are a human being, vitu utaface. So make sure you handle them with calmness and the help of God pia. Inakusaidia kutulia. If you feel like reading is what calms you, do that. Usianze kupractice na nini utakata waya. Ukianza kupractice na asira utakata waya for nothing. Yeah, so make sure kwanza wewe uko sawa, because you are an instrument for God first, for the people secondly, and for the thing, for your needs, I mean. Yeah, so you are an instrument for God first, for the people around you, and then for your need. Ndo mi waambia wase, for me, music has his oral starter. First of all, near God. He created it for him. Yeah. Ilianzia huko, and he inspired it for him. So make sure it's for God. Secondly, make sure it's for people. It's impacting people. It's benefiting people, your generation and the people around you. Thirdly, it can be used as a tool to bring you something to eat or survival. Yeah. Mi nafanya muziki full time. Yeah, na kufanya muziki full time haijamaanisha ati sasa na struggle na maisha. Sisemi ati niko na vitu ama nini na nini, but niko tu sawa vile niko. Yeah, so make sure you serve God with it and you serve your generation. Hizo ni key kwanza. From hizo mbili, hii finances and everything is nakuanga sorted, because the Bible tells us that your gift is the one that opens doors for you. Yeah. Sa hiyo gift iki-open door, hai-openingi door ati sasa ndo onekana ulikuwa na president alafu unatoka mikono mtupu. Yeah, definitely ukimit prezo kuna kakitu atakuchotea, you see. So the gift has opened doors. Sasa unarudi home now, mfuko ama bahasha ya mandazi or something, you see. You have eaten from what God gave you. Yeah, so make sure you serve God properly with your gift. Secondly, make sure people around you are benefiting from it. And thirdly, make a living through it. Na ukimake a living, usitumie vibaya. Yeah. Usitumie vibaya, tapiga gig 2-3, zenye hata hautaitisha doba, tunapata tu watu wanakulipa, you see. Hiyo do kidogo yenye unapata hivyo tumia. I can tell you for sure, one of the people who make money in this life, the musicians. But one of the people who mismanage their finances, the musicians. So unapata msana kunga gig Monday to Friday. Lakini ukiangalia ni nini inaweza kuonyesha hii. Yeah. Now I'm not looking down on anyone. Mimi nasema tu in general. Mimi najitaja peke yangu pia when I mention musicians. I don't mention specific people. No, hata mimi. Yeah. So kitu yenye naweza ambia wase, put into practice what you hear that adds value to you. na yenye unajua ita benefit mtu mwingine. Yeah. Practice your instrument. It's for you and the benefit of.
And maybe another critical question ningependa kujua, there is this person anatuwatch anacheza vitu mob, anacheza drums, anacheza keyboard, anacheza bass, anacheza nini. What's your take on it in terms of specialization? Specialize ama cheza vitu, unaweza cheza vitu mingi but hakuna zote unagusa juju. There's nothing that can actually maybe toke nje iseme mimi ndio nimetoka kwa the best in terms of all these things that they play. What is your perspective on it?
For me it's not a problem to be multi-talented. Okay. Yeah, for me it's not, because when the Bible says the gift, haijasema a specific gift. Yeah, imesema the gift. Hiyo kujua vitu mingi can be one gift. Yeah. Unaweza pata Nandaa hapo hapa ndio huyo Sauti gang, ndio huyo sijui wapi. All those things are gifts. Si kitu moja, unaona. Utapata hata kitu yenye yeye ufanya job haishughulikane hata na kitu ya Sauti gang. No, haizingiani, but ni gift. Ndio utapata msee ni musician, ni business person. It's a gift. Yeah, so mimi si mind. Juu hakuna shida kucheza keyboard na bass na umezifanya vizuri. Ni the same tu, ni kama vile ungeanza kuuza sabuni na unacheza bass bado, ama ungeanza kuuza nguo na unacheza bass. It's the same thing. Juu unafanya vitu mbili tofauti. Ni the same thing for me. So there is no problem with knowing so many things. Kama hiyo ndo God anakuenable. Mimi najua moja na zingine, unaona hiyo ya kusikilizia kwa mbali. Vitu kaa ukinipatia keyboard ni C sharp na ni 1415. Ukipita hapo unajichezea mwenyewe. Yeah, so unaona drums, juu ni instrument niligusa so I can try, but mimi najulikana kama bassist. Mimi nakuanga na issue na hiyo kitu when you are doing so many things juu ya tamaa.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anatufanya kila kitu but haiwezi ameji kwa anything.
Yeah. That's where my problem comes from.
Akiona guitar amekimbia, akiona
kama unafanya kitu kama hiyo juu ya tamaa, juu mtu anaweza jua. Yeah. Mimi najua watu wenye wanafanya vitu mingi sana. Najua watu wenye wanafanya. Kuna kijana kanaitwa Loko. Sio anacheza drums pia. Ya sio Loko mkubwa, ako na kaboys kake kadogo. Kaka kijana kanaweza cheza bass vizuri, kanaweza shikilia keys vizuri, kanacheza drums poa. Those are gifts. No. Those are gifts. Lakini kikuwa hizi za ukiona gitaa nataka hii instrument unakimbia. Ukiona keyboard juu ya tamaa unataka kufanya vitu mingi, then unajipata at the end of the day there is nothing, you know. Unaona? Unajua vitu mingi but hujui kitu. Unaona? Unaona hiyo? So you have to be specific. Jua kwanza ni nini unapenda na why you want to learn that thing. From there utapata time yako mingi ya kufanya hiyo kitu, and then you grow other things from hiyo nyuko nayo. Sio hizi za kukimbilia. Kuna mtu mimi mwenye aishaniuliza hiyo kitu ilinishangaza sana. Mse tumepatana naye, amenitext. Ameniambia mimi naonanga vitu mingi sana hapo kwa text, hapo kwa inbox. Naonanga maajabu sana. Mtu ananitext ananiambia ati Moise ni aje? Ni poa bro, uko aje? Niko fit. Mimi naitwa mtu fulani, nini na nini, nimeanza kulearn bass last month. Ndio nilianza kulearn bass. So hapo ndo alianza kulearn. Alafu hiyo ni poa bro, hiyo ni poa, keep up nini na nini. Swali ya pili yenye nakuja, how do you get yourself to these big stages? You see? Already hiyo ni kukosa direction ya vitu. Hujui ni nini unafanya. Yeah, you are learning for stages. So usipofika hapo na ule drop shule utajinyonga. Hapo ndo unapata watu wanaanza kufanya vitu, ule drop shule huwezi rudi kwa wazazi. Uli run to music na haikupati revenue. Huwezi ishi mahali pengine, so unajipata huko tu, uko hanging. So hujui ni nini. Ndio unapata vijana wanajimaliza. Na it's not in music peke yake, it's into careers zote. Yeah. So you have to know why you are pursuing this thing and why you are going for this thing. Ukishajua hiyo kitu utajua kubalance. As much as unaweza fanya vitu mingi utajua kubalance. Yeah. Unapata mse anakuanga CEO, bado ako na familia, bado yeye find time na watoto wake. You see, because kitu ya ni nini ndio priorities zako. ni nini ndo priority. Hata kwa music, what is your priority? What is the instrument that you play? Yeah. So in short, that's it. Yeah.
So in case someone wants to get in touch, they can get you through the social media handles.
Yes.
They can be able to inbox and you'll be able to get in touch.
Give messages.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Moise, for gracing our podcast. And we really appreciate you for your time and the knowledge and the impact that you're bringing into the next generation to come. And one thing I've also learned that as you're also finishing is that people need to trust the process. Nothing comes easy. You're now seeing the fruits, but you are not there when they were planting the roots. So there needs to be time to also plant the roots, get to learn yourself up, so that when you're seeing people like Moise at whichever side they are, you're supposed to ask them the stories. They have stories that they're able to tell you. Hey, ilikuwa hivi na hivi na sikuamka leo tu nikaanza kucheza hivi vile unaniona leo. So at the end of the day, it's also for the viewers to know that time also is a matter, it's a fact in terms of growth. So you should always be able to trust the process as you grow up in your different careers. Thank you so much, Moise, for coming through. We really appreciate your time. Next time, Pia Tuikuita will come through. We have different other large topics also to speak about, and we believe your insight will be very, very key and important. Thank you so much. Also for the viewers for watching us, you can be able to interact with Moise through the social media handles. Remember to just be able to search on his social media handle and you'll be able to get in touch with him. Other than that, I wish you a blessed time. Baraka. Adios.
Thank you.